Hello and welcome to the How Do You View You podcast with your host, Griffinstein. This is the podcast about self-therapy, just being able to talk to yourself about these questions that you have to, deal with every day. And trying to be a better person because of it. And it ain't easy. We all know it ain't easy. So I had an issue. And so what I did was I did a post on Instagram or Facebook or something. I did a post. So I put them on everything. I just do little things to it, like put animation on it or do certain things to it where it looks more appeasing to people. But basically the quote was on the onset of one of my, most peaceful journeys is going to incite rage and violence, and people didn't. I posted it and people didn't understand. I'm gonna put it up here so you can read it. But that's what it was. But in general, when I embark on this most peaceful of my journeys, it's going to incite rage and violence in the wake of it. And then I had to explain it. So that's what I'm gonna do on this podcast. It's an unlearned lesson that I used to write them and just say things and see what was falling together and what wasn't in life, and it's just observation. I just recently I just recently said to myself, well, yeah, I'm a philosopher because I think a lot, and it's a kind of a calming that comes along with it now, because now it's like, now I'm questioning. I think that's what the point of it was the whole time. I'm questioning myself, as a let's just say as an example. I know something about somebody who said something to me, something hurtful or something, or even not even that, just something that I know about somebody that you question. Why would you tell this person? Is it going to help them? Is it going to harm them? Why are you telling them? What's your motivation for telling them? Now, sometimes we get into these things where you find things are wrong and you say, well, I wish I would have known because I would have wanted someone to tell me. And if that's it, that's different. What I'm saying is people that do stuff and then be like, I was just being real. I didn't know I didn't know you was going to take it all personal. But if your motivation is anything but pure and it doesn't match with the purpose that you have, that you have set for yourself, then so be it. Now, if you're a hater, then, hate on. You'll get yours in a different way. But I'm just talking to the people, and I'm only talking to the people that's trying to be, better people. Once you know better. So what I was going to explain was the actual thing that I wrote. And I'm writing a book for it. I'm trying to write some of the better ones that can be actually helpful. And I'm trying to put a book together, unlearned lesson book. So to say, basically, on my most peaceful journey, I will incite, wholesale. That's what I said. Wholesale rage and violence, in the wake of this. And people didn't understand. So I'll explain it as this. That's what Dr. King did. You know what I mean? It was a peaceful journey that he was trying to get, but the people around him, black and white, kind of went ballistic when he couldn't be controlled or when he couldn't be, dealt with in a certain way. But it was a peaceful thing. I mean, I don't think anybody has any, no. It was a peaceful thing, but it made so much violence because, and some people were watching it on TV where they were seeing loved ones getting snatched out of bars and stuff. It was a very peaceful movement, but it incited rage, wholesale rage, carnage. Y'all, you don't even know how many people just came home with swole eyes. You just see what people saw on, on TV, but you didn't see, the day-to-day of it. Anyway, and that's really, it's not a racial thing that I'm talking about. Basically, it's just some people just don't want to see peace. Some people just don't want to see you peaceful, and that's hurtful. But some people just don't. I mean, I don't think it's conscious, but I think they know about it, and they just they don't keep it in check. So yeah. So when I decide, that I'm not, so I'll just say like, maybe I did it already, but for Christmas I didn't buy nothing for nobody at all. That was a tremendous weight off of me because I didn't have to go to the stores and I didn't have to do all this other stuff. And it never was about money. It's just I don't really. The people that I care about know I care about them, and I shouldn't have to prove it one day or 2 days a year when I'm doing it 360 other days. So my thing about Christmas is it's all like a I don't know. We have a rhythm of a year. That's why when you hear people say, "Oh yeah," I don't know why I'm still doing this, but it's when people have a rhythm. They have a rhythm to a year, and it's the rhythm. So you get in these rhythms, and that's why you always hear people say, "Oh yeah, the year went so fast." Yeah, you gotta get out of rhythm. You gotta get out of rhythm. You gotta get out of rhythm so you can, take each day. Because we always going forward. We always going forward. So yeah. Anyway, and I always get away from my point. And I was asked that to try to stay on what you call. But yeah. So when I'm saying that, the peace that I'm going to, because it's not really, when I say peace, my peace can have guns in it. My peace can have, all of these wild things in it. It's just the stuff that brings me peace. So when I say peace, I don't want you to think I'm sitting somewhere, keeping my hand clasped and singing somewhere. I may be doing, filthy things. Who knows? Rap, music, funk, who knows what I'm gonna be doing. But that's my peace. So when I say my journey to peace is where I want to end up and where I want to live. Now, there's already people telling me to not do what I'm talking about doing because I'm talking about, quitting my job and going somewhere where I can be comfortable. So, and again, most of the people that harm you are thinking they doing what's well for you. It's crazy. I know it. And you got to remember that. That's one of the questions. So that's a question. So when somebody says something to you and you say, that's some foul ass shit. Let's see. Is there a way this nigga meant this in a good way? Most likely it might be. And then you give them the benefit of the doubt. Unless they're habitual line stepper, then you don't. You just can't. You don't have time for that. But that's what I'm talking about. We're talking about those kind of people. Those kind of people where you got to second guess their compliments. You got to second guess their motives. I don't want to be around people like that. And that's violence. The violence is them hating on purpose. Them purposely not sharing stuff with people that can put you in a better thing. It won't stop you, but it does slow you down. And some of it you may never know. Those kind of people, I was finna whisper. But those kind of people always find a way to let you know, man, I was gonna send you this. Man, it's a lot of people like that. So that's what I mean when I'm talking about wholesale violence and inciting and all of this. It's really more of a people's reaction to your purpose, to your navigation. So you gotta navigate, get through it and get done. It's a lonely thing sometimes. It's a lonely thing. I'm talking to people now, and which is a good thing. I'm talking to people now who's telling me that what I'm saying and the insight that I'm giving them is I was gonna say profitable, but it's not profitable. It's helping them, which is crazy to me because I'm just observing. I put a quote up the other day. I'm saying I'm not really smart. I just observe a lot, and if you take the time to pause, you will see a lot. Patterns, I recognize patterns, and that's music. I think a lot of musicians can follow patterns and trends and stuff. You can see if somebody is doing something a certain way, and then all of a sudden they stop, then you just go, okay, wait, why did they stop? Why did you stop? So it's those kind of things that we catch. Anyway, so my point of that was once you find a purpose, and when I say purpose, I mean a distant point that you can work toward that would make you happy. every day. That's hard though. That is hard, but you gotta find it. And I can give examples because that's what some people. But mine's is uniquely me. Like the farm. I gotta stop saying farm because I'm not farming anything actually. I'm gardening. So it's gonna be the garden, but it's gonna be a 100-acre garden or a 50-acre garden. That's gonna be my piece. I won't have cars. You just heard that. I won't have traffic. I won't have, my neighbors would be at least 100 miles away. I mean 100 acres away. Just me. I think I'm gonna go get a dog, and then I'm inviting. This is weird because I'm inviting people as I meet them. I'm inviting them, saying, "Hey, it's gonna be a place called home," because I know everybody don't want to live like I'm going to be living. It's not going to be like Camp Mendocino, where we went to camp, where it's just open, big open things. I'm going to have homes there. It's going to be homes. It's going to be what I want it to be, but it's just going to be based around gardening and creating our own food. Food, clothing, and shelter. That's really all I ever wanted. So we getting back to the point, which is my piece. And that's everything I'm doing, all of this. Even though people don't watch this, I think now it's more of a therapy thing because I feel like I can just say what the fuck I want to say. And, if somebody watching, what's really going to happen, I already know, is after I quit doing it, that's when everything will pop off and people gonna, want more of it or a variation of it. Because again, I know what I need. I need to sit down and write this because I can write this out where it's in specific parts, and it really could be almost like a therapy session. So I could do way better on this. It's just, you're doing so much. You're just doing so much. And that's the other part that I really wanted to jump into. I hope I finished what I was talking about earlier. But yeah, just find your purpose is what I was really getting at. And then once you find your purpose, everything that you do should get you to that purpose. That's all. That and it's not. I make it sound simple because it is. Because if, let's say, somebody says, "Hey Griff, I want to take you on another side of the world for $2 million, and we gonna figure out how the marine biology." That's not in my. It may be an adventure, but that's not getting me to where I want to be at. I already did all that. It's this working for people thing is overrated. It's really overrated. And I know everybody doesn't have something to sell, but yeah, that working for somebody and being told what to do, what it's doing is it's shutting a lot of people up because money makes the world go around, and people think the end all be. You're trying to get the most toys you can get, and when you sign on with these toys, there's a shut the fuck up clause in all of it. Like the Chevron money enrichment. The Chevron money enrichment, it has a shut the fuck up clause in it. It's like if you speak ill of us, we can come back and get this money. Legally, come back and get everything that we got because that's a breach. So they have a shut the fuck up clause in it. Now that keeps people quiet about certain injustices and stuff. So really, can you trust anybody? Because it's people that's talking all it. I don't mean to be mean because I know better ways to be mean. But what I'm saying is people that's telling me that they believe actors. He seems like he's telling the truth. Like the nigga went to school Juilliard for 12 years to learn how to deceive you. Of course you believe him. He knows how to put the cues to where he can make you think he's telling a lie when he's telling the truth. That's why a lot of politicians used to be actors, or a lot of actors are politicians. A lot of politicians are actors. So, anyway. But if you stay towards your goal, so I wouldn't jump across no bridge and do nothing because it's not in my goal. It's no way for me to do, that certain thing. It's and people, you be like, but that $2 million can help. But yeah, it could. But, I already know what I need. So that's about it. The updates. Capricornicus is doing well. It's the instrumental. So I think people don't really know what it is, and I don't know what it is. I don't even know how to market it, quite honestly. I'm trying to do certain things, but I think it's just a thing where you just keep doing it, and then eventually, it's good music. I like it. In fact, some of them I'm a rap to. So I'm gonna see how that work out. But we just dropped the Boss Tootie. Griffinstein directed the Boss Tootie Legendary, featuring Lyric B with Miss Cassie dancing in the video. I did that with an EOD, it's not a Rebel, but some kind of goddamn camera. I tried to get that thing. That thing was chirpy. It was because it had an autofocus, and when you turn the autofocus on, it just so I could hear it. Now it didn't matter because we was doing the video, but it's just things I didn't know about it, and it was trying at times. But she was happy with it. I'm happy. I don't want to do music videos. I know I did Feral Venom 911s, and I'm probably gonna do, and I did a couple of my own. Music videos. To be truthfully, I'm gonna be really honest. The reason I don't want to do music videos is because I don't want to deal with people. I don't want people saying, "Oh no, I don't like that right there, Griff. Can you?" I don't want to do that. I want somebody to give me some footage and say, "Griff, do with it as you will." Do with it as you will. And that's what the thing with the Miss Tootie one. I mean, the Boss Tootie one was. I would click up. I would click it all up. I was like, "Oh man, this is gonna look raw." And then I'll have fire come. Oh, wait a minute. I can't do that. This is a kid's video. So I had to keep dialing it down. And I put some little dark stuff in there, but it's not, it's dark. Not dark evil, just dark like a little glitch. And then it hit the little electrical. I put some sound effects in there. So I made it real. It's a very kid-friendly video. Anyway. I would really like to say I enjoy doing it, but I could not. I couldn't. Because I couldn't. I had to keep reminding myself. So it was like, man, what? Oh, no. And then, and that camera, because that's when I had lost my camera. And I did that video. Anyway, that dropped. Revival. I just finished the album cover for Revival. I might flash it up. I just shared it. It is actually my father. It's such a simple cover. I really like it. It has it's a picture. Oh, I'm sorry. It's a picture of him in Da Nang in 1968 April. It's a wrinkled up picture, and it's an old picture, very old picture. But he was he was smiling. He was smiling. It looked like the people behind him was just loading up the truck, like they was about to go. And somebody said, "Hey, Griff," and he turned around. He had a cigarette in his hand and a damn grenade, and he's smiling, and he might be, going to die. He didn't because he had me, but and he smiled, and we look alike. That's the other thing. So we look. That's the only time we only look alike when he was about to go kill something. So I don't know what that means, but. He smiled, and I always wanted to use it, and I'm using it for the Revival. Actually, the Revival, I think, is going to come out. Since it said April 1968, I'm going to just go ahead and put it out, the album out in April. This is going to be a very different album, though, because I'm trying to, so the whole album cover is going to be very white. I'm trying to do a cleaning. The Revival is a cleaning, so it's like I'm finna talk a lot of personal shit. Just to get it off my chest, and I had a couple beats that really brought that out. I was supposed to do some features on this one, but I feel like now it's personal again, so I can't do that. What I need to do is I need to do a feature album, but that just adds more work to me, because lately I've been having that stress thing going on again. It's a lot of stuff going on, but that stomach thing been happening again, and the last time it happened was when we did the O-Car stuff, so I'm trying to work that out where I can, motherfucking woosah when I need to and mean it like a meaningful woo. Don't be like, woosah, woo, boy, I gotta get this woosah. Nah, sit down somewhere. Sit down somewhere. So, and that's what everybody keep telling me, is sit down somewhere. But I'm gonna tell you, quite honestly, I just feel like I'm against the clock. This is hard out here. It's deep. So, So I just feel like I'm up against the clock. I mean, I don't have anything that I know that I have, and I'm not gonna die by a bullet. I was told. So, But that only leaves like 7,800 million other things to top. Anyway, so what I'm saying is, so that's what I feel. I feel like it's I have a time limit, and the stuff that's coming to me, like the stuff, it feels so poignant that I want to do everything I need to do now. With like, oh my God, this is raw. Oh my God, this is raw. Oh my God, this is raw. And then what I'm doing nothing. I'm doing nothing with it. Then I feel like I'm spinning my wheels. I got a lot of good ideas, but I'm sitting here looking like I'm trying to see. I'm gonna tell you what this light is, and I only did it because I wanted to see what kind of effect it would draw. I was growing sunflower seeds in my downstairs whatchamacallit. So this is a grow light. This is a grow light. So I'm using the grow light just to see what it would do. And plus I got the 35 millimeter, so I'm gonna have it's gonna be like the blue streaks is gonna be showing. So anyway, I was just trying to see what that's gonna look like. I'm probably gonna cut all that out, but anyway, that's what I was doing. This has been your episode of How Do You View You with your host, Griffinstein. I appreciate everybody checking in, and it's cold over here, and just stay warm and keep your mind, reach out. If something is going on, reach out. We can help each other, so just let me know. It's all good. These niggas?
W. Do you think I'm gonna be intimidated? Yeah.
They say I'm heartless, but I'm not though. Don't have to prove it, keep it music Southside, birth the psycho. A public threat like a sideshow. So gather round, enjoy the sound while the rubber and the pipe smoke. You're having problems with the process. Get in line with the process.
Hope you hear it clearly, all up in your ear like abracadabra.
Smoke now disappear.